Once, in a small town nestled deep in the woods, there was a sinister legend that sent shivers down the spines of the locals. The tale was known as the haunting of Hollowbrook Manor. Hollowbrook Manor was an old mansion that stood atop a hill, surrounded by overgrown trees and an air of desolation. The house was rumored to be cursed, with a tragic history that dated back to the early 19th century. According to the legend, a wealthy family once inhabited the manor. The patriarch, Jonathan Hollowbrook, was known for his cruelty and greed. He exploited the townspeople and hoarded his wealth, leaving a trail of suffering in his wake. One stormy night, an angry mob of villagers gathered outside the mansion, fueled by their frustration with Jonathan's malevolence. The mob stormed the manor, seeking justice for their mistreatment. In the chaos that ensued, the entire Hollowbrook family met a grisly end, as their lives were snuffed out one by one. Since that fateful night, the house was said to be haunted by the vengeful spirits of the Hollowbrook family. People claimed to hear eerie sounds, like the wailing of a woman, the laughter of a child, and footsteps echoing through the empty halls. Locals who dared to venture near the manor at night spoke of strange apparitions and an overwhelming feeling of being watched. One particularly chilling tale was that of a young woman who decided to spend the night in Hollowbrook Manor to disprove the ghostly rumors. As the moon hung high in the night sky, she entered the mansion with a flashlight in hand, determined to confront the spirits and prove they were mere figments of the villagers' imaginations. Hours passed, and the woman felt a growing sense of unease. The creaking floorboards and distant whispers unnerved her, but she pressed on. As she reached the old study, she suddenly heard the faint sound of a piano playing from a distant room. The haunting melody sent shivers down her spine, and she followed the ethereal music, her heart pounding. As she entered what seemed to be the old family's ballroom, she caught a glimpse of a translucent figure playing the grand piano. It was a young girl, seemingly oblivious to the world around her. The woman's curiosity turned to fear when the girl looked up and stared directly at her, her eyes hollow and sorrowful. In that moment, the woman felt an inexplicable connection to the girl, sensing her pain and tragedy. The piano continued to play on its own, and the woman, overwhelmed with emotion, began to weep. As her tears fell to the ground, the apparition seemed to dissipate like smoke, leaving the room in eerie silence. The young woman fled the mansion that night, forever changed by her encounter with the ghostly presence. She later recounted her experience to the townsfolk, warning them to stay away from Hollowbrook Manor and to respect the restless spirits that still wandered its halls. To this day, the legend of Hollowbrook Manor persists, and the haunting tales continue to be passed down from one generation to the next. Whether the stories are true or mere fabrications born from fear and superstition, the eerie air surrounding the old mansion remains, a reminder of the darkness that can linger in the human heart.